Hi guys, my name is Amanda Mesa. I am going to be analyzing the film The Great Gatsby, which is directed by Baz Luhrmann. I will be focusing on the themes, lighting, and symbolism.
New York, 1922. The tempo of the city had changed sharply. The buildings were higher. The parties were bigger. The morals were looser and the liquor was cheaper. The restlessness approached hysteria.
Shall we?
Who is this Gatsby?
Do you know him?
War hero.
Mr. Gatsby doesn't exist.
Gatsby? What Gatsby?
I beg your pardon. Mr. Gatsby would like to speak to you. Alone.
I'm certainly glad to see you again.
I'm certainly glad to see you as well.
When I made the pleasure of Mr. Gatsby's acquaintance, I discovered a man of fine breeding.
Very interesting. Everything all right?
Oh, yes.
Love is blindness. I don't wanna see. Won't you wrap the night?
You always look so cool. The man in the cool, beautiful shirt.
She has to tell him she never loved him.
I've just heard the most shocking thing. It all makes sense.
Will you come, old sport? We need you.
I wish we could just run away.
Mr. Gatsby, sir.
Not now.
Love is blindness. I don't wanna see. Won't you wrap the night around me?
What kind of a row are you trying to cause in my house?
I wish I'd done everything on earth with you.
There will be a couple of themes I want to address. One of the themes being wealth. There is a green light that Gatsby keeps on at the bay of his house that flashes towards Daisy's house. This shows money and life meaning. Gatsby now has money for her to keep her high class status and has a new life that he can now give her a new beginning.
And his dream must have seemed so close that he could hardly fail to grasp it. But he did not know that it was already behind him. Gatsby believed in the green light, the orgastic future that year by year recedes before us. It eluded us then, but that's no matter. Tomorrow we will run faster, stretch out our arms farther, and one fine morning, so we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past.
Then there is love. Knowing that Daisy is all about the money, she is now heartbroken because she needs to marry a rich guy and then breaks her pearl necklaces, showing that she is willing to lose her status and her money for love. This is how desperately she is in need for love.
He gave her a string of pearls worth $350,000. But the morning of the wedding, Daisy received a letter.
Tell them Daisy's changed her mind! What is this? No! Leave me alone! No one must know about
Well, what was in the letter?
I don't know. She wouldn't tell me. But it was too late. That day at 5 o'clock, Daisy Fay married Tom Buchanan with more pomp and circumstance than Louisville had ever seen.
You have society and class. As you can see here, all these people have an extravagant lifestyle. It is almost dreamlike or fantasy. This here took place in the Roaring 20s, where it was either upper class or lower class. You can see it is a pretty grim picture of the American society.
My invitation. Oh, just my hello. You don't need to know the guy. Certainly my invitation. This way.
advancery of billionaire Playboy publishers and their blonde nurses. Heiresses comparing inheritances on Gatsby's beach. My boss, Walter Chase, losing money at the roulette tables. Gossip columnists alongside gangsters and governors exchanging telephone numbers. Film stars, Broadway directors, morality protectors, high school defectors, and Ewing Klipspringer, dubious descendant of Beethoven.
You know where I might find the host, Mr. Gatsby? I live just next door.
Gatsby? I've never seen Mr. Gatsby, sir. Why, no one has.
Alone and a little embarrassed, I decided to get roaring drunk.
Going on to symbolism is Myrtle wearing red. This is the girl that Daisy's husband is having an affair with. Myrtle is wearing red to symbolize sexuality, because as you can see in this clip, George looks at Myrtle with lust in his eyes.
That night in the hidden flat that Tom kept for Myrtle, we were buoyed by a sort of chemical madness, a willingness of...
The symbolism of the white flowers symbolize that Gatsby's love for Daisy is pure, and speaking of the innocence and beauty of Daisy. Daisy then walks into the room with amazement, and as she starts feeling the flowers throughout the room, she then turns around to Gatsby with disbelief.
What are you doing?
The director uses fireworks as a lighting technique. The fireworks are so bright because it shows how wealthy these people are in the movie and the happiness they have because of the life they live. Another lighting technique used is the sky and the stars to indicate Gatsby's wishing for true love to come his way.
So I stopped. I stopped and I waited. I waited for a moment longer.
He knew his mind would never again be free to romp like the mind of God. That falling in love would change his destiny forever.
And I just let myself go.